Hi, welcome to TXJ Hairstyling. Today what we're going to do is learn how to clean our hot tools. So I'm an educator and I sometimes have upwards of 23 or more students in my class. So sometimes what happens is when students don't put things away properly, we get, some melted, this is like melted cord on here. So thankfully it didn't melt it enough to permanently damage it, but it melted enough to kind of temporarily wreck this wand here. And then here is my flat iron. So I did some wetting hair with this, and this is just basically product from when I was curling hair with my flat iron, which I really love doing, by the way. So let's take a look at whether the tricks that we see online actually do work. So first, you need to let everything cool down entirely. And then once it is cooled down, you're going to take a towel, spray some water, or run it under the sink, and get it all wet. And the first thing is to see if it will rub right off. And here it's actually doing a decent job. But here, let's get a little bit closer here. There's still a lot of marks on here. So I'm still gonna go ahead and try to get as much of that off as possible. So in an ideal situation, water and a towel is enough to take that off, but clearly that is not the case here. So let's see if that works with my flat iron. And even then, not doing a super great job. So the next thing that you can do is take a little bit of baking soda and a softer kind of brush. So I couldn't find my manicure brush, so I just went and got this at dollar store. So we're going to use a little bit of the baking soda and kind of rub here. Now you don't want to use anything with a super aggressive brush like bristle, because then what it's going to do is it's going to scratch off your protective coating here. And this is very important to make sure that you're not damaging hair. So let's I don't really want to, you could make a paste out of your baking soda, I suppose. So what the baking soda is doing is adding a little bit of grit. You can also use, a toothbrush if you get those extra toothbrushes from the dentist. You don't know what to do with it. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to make that paste. As you can see, it took almost all of it, just have that little bit there. Oh, I even have some product at the top of my flat iron here. Now I'll just kind of take a clean brush and remove any of that excess powder residue that we have over there. So I didn't make it super wet because you don't want to have a bunch of, paste kind of getting in between and underneath your plates. You want to have it nice and clean, kind of back to its regular brand new form here. So here we've got a very clean flat iron, so definitely impressed here. So let's kind of get back because I feel like this is actually my challenge. So again, for those who are just kind of getting in here, I am a teacher and I teach high schoolers. So I teach hairstyling and aesthetics in high schools. So as I said, this sometimes means that students are not always listening to what we're saying. Oh my goodness, I love this. I actually kind of thought that this wand was absolutely doomed, but it looks like this actually just takes it right off. And we saw earlier how I just used the water and, and the towel, and that wasn't enough. So this just gave it just that little bit of abrasiveness to get that off. And see how fast that was? So that was way faster than taking that, burnt hairspray and heated product that was on the flat iron. So if you do kind of melt a little bit of plastic on your hot tools, this is a really easy way to take it off. All right, so I hope you liked my demo and I hope that you found this really useful. Because as I said, usually when we're watching people doing these demonstrations, they tend to do it with clean things. So here we have the proof. Baking soda works when water and towel won't do it. I tend to like the towel more than the brush. However, if you have something really stubborn, maybe the brush would be good, but I like a little bit of elbow grease in there. All right, thank you for tuning in and I hope you found this video useful. Have a great day.